Hello, hello, and welcome back to the game show. This week we're going to be doing a little session on a game known as Sam and Max Hit the Road. So, Sam and Max Hit the Road came out in 1993. It was developed and published by LucasArts. The creator was a gentleman by the name of Steve Purcell. He was an animator and artist that was working for LucasArts, and he had his own little comic that he used to run. And that eventually caught the attention of the staff at LucasArts, who kicked off a game. So anyway, we'll get into it. We'll just play the intro, and then we'll do a bit of gameplay and tell you a bit about the game.
Friends? Friends? We've only gone out together 3 times, and already you're telling me you just want to be friends? You never gave me a chance, and for that, you'll fry like a pork sausage.
It's not that I don't like you, it's just that, well, you're too nice a guy, I guess.
Hello.
I think I'd rather go out with someone more a bit unpredictable.
Here we go, the heroes of the show.
Hello.
This doesn't look like the Lincoln Tunnel, Sam.
Looks to me like a marginally volatile hostage situation, Max.
Ooh, does this mean we get to kick some puffy white mad scientist butt?
Yeah, Kev, so
Can't think of a reason not to.
Sam and Max was created in the Scum engine.
Freelance police.
So the Scum engine was created by LucasArts, and LucasArts did create Monkey Island, Full Throttle, Day of the Tentacle, The Dig,
I knew he wasn't a real doctor.
Loom, a whole
Shall I
bunch of them.
confront, subdue, and pummel the suspected perpetrator, Sam?
Sick 'em up, little buddy.
So this is probably one of their most iconic games, really. That had that sort of really, like, I don't know, cartoon
Nice one.
style, high-end sort of cartoon style to it.
He's not a real guy, Sam. Can I keep his head for a second?
Alright, cheers, weird.
Why do you suppose it's ticking?
That's no head, Max. It's one damned ugly time bomb. Let's leave this criminal cesspool pronto.
Good idea, Sam. Maybe we can ditch
Hopefully
the head
that's a
somewhere
bit
while the
better.
credits are running. Mind if I drive?
Not if you don't mind me clawing at the dash and shrieking like a cheerleader.
Sam, is pronto a real word?
Goodbye, Sam and Max. I'll never forget all you've done here today.
And now for probably one of the coolest intro sequences ever. I love the soundtrack of this game. So Steve Purcell joins LucasArts when did he join LucasArts? In 1987, I think it was, and he was working as an animator there. Funny enough, the project he was working on got cancelled, so he got laid off. And then about a year later, LucasArts rehired him because they wanted him to do the artwork for an upcoming adventure game called Zack McCracken and the Alien Mindbenders. So Steve Purcell hung around at LucasArts for a while, and he worked on a whole bunch of LucasArts projects, including the Monkey Island series, doing a lot of the artwork for them. And the whole time he was there, he was basically doing his little comic on the side, which was the characters of Sam and Max. And he managed to get his little comics in the quarterly newsletter that LucasArts would release, and the response to them was so good that staff at LucasArts were like, "Hey, Steve, do you want to make a game?" So by 1992, he secured a deal to make a adventure game using the Scum engine. The Scum engine was first created for Maniac Mansion. Scum expands to script creation utility for Maniac Mansion. And it's probably one of the most famous game engines ever made. And it's sort of an iconic symbol of LucasArts, really. But yeah, you can. Oh, here we go. I love this, their little office.
Well, that was a pleasantly understated credit sequence.
I enjoyed the cheesy retro ambiance.
What the hell are you talking about, Max?
Sam, either termites are burrowing through my skull, or one of
I
us
do
is
love
thinking-
how
Oops.
the sequel to Maniac Mansion is Dave the Tentacle, and
Max, where should I
LucasArts
put
Adventure
this so it
Games had a
doesn't hurt
little,
anyone we know or care
I
about?
guess, a habit of having mini
Out
games
the
in
window,
them.
Sam. There's nothing but strangers out there.
And one of the mini games that's in Dave the Tentacle is actually the entirety of Maniac Mansion on Bernard's computer. in
I hope
his
there was
room,
nobody
which
on
is
that
kinda cool.
bus.
Nobody we know, at least.
Hello?
Yeah,
Yes.
I can't even imagine a
Yes.
developer doing
Yes.
that these days, like
No.
releasing a sequel
Really?
and packaging
The
up
same to
the
you, Mac.
previous game in its entirety within the game.
Another
it's
confused
just,
census taker?
you know, it's too
Actually, it
generous.
was the
Surely that
commissioner
would be
with
a
another
DLC.
idiotic and
Yeah.
baffling assignment.
Does it involve wanton destruction?
We can only hope. Due to the arbitrarily sensitive nature of the mission,
I do
we'll
love
be
the
meeting a
style.
Bonnet
It's
City
really,
courier out
it's
on the
really
street.
beautiful. And you can tell that they had sort of Lucasfilm
Ooh,
backing.
smells like a fiercely
That looks
thickening
nuts.
plot.
Alright, so here. Might have to change my shortcut here then. Okay, sorry about that little technical mishap. I just down to the microphone hotkey to something that didn't function in the game. So you could probably complete this game
Me!
in like, oh, you know, if you didn't know what you were doing, it'd probably take you at least sort of 12 hours to get through. I can't even remember how many times I've played this game, so I mean, technically I'd probably get through in half an hour or something like that. I think the speedrun is about 35 minutes.
Cash. Never leave home without it.
Yeah, we may need it to bribe Slippery.
So the interface with the, I guess, the little walking hand and the box is,
Oh, you want a piece of me, huh? Well, take a piece of this.
it was kind of a new feature to the Scrum engine.
Brutal.
And it took a bit of a rewrite
Very
of
true
the
to
entire
life.
engine. And
here's one
what
for
they
your
ended
old
up having
man.
to do was, yeah, they spent a whole bunch of time rewriting the engine, but then that ended up becoming kind of the standard.
I really
for
respect
full-on
Flint's
LucasArts
business
adventure
acumen.
games.
Please, Sam, don't use the word acumen again.
So Max there is a little bit of a psycho. So you can get him to do all sorts of horrid things to the various characters in the game. I'm just going to use Max on the guy on the balcony.
Gratuitous acts of senseless violence are my forte.
You're such an adorable urchin, Max.
Let's go upstairs. Hello, hello.
We don't go upstairs.
Not since the accident.
So we're just about to come outside of the Freelance Police headquarters and to the first puzzle, which probably tormented a great deal of people for a very long time. But let's go check out the local store first.
Bosco's guns, liquor, baby needs. Hey, I don't think Mr. Bosco's voluntarily giving away his money.
Oh, I'm real terrified. A dog and a rabbit. Ooh, scary.
Max, the smart-ass kid doesn't think we're
I
scared.
can't see the comments,
What do you
John.
think about that? That's telling him, little buddy.
I think that punk learned a valuable lesson, Sam.
Oh
Me
wait, is
too,
there something
Max.
else
I didn't
I meant
realize
to
that the
say?
lower lip could stretch completely over the
I
head.
only see the comments.
Amazing.
So we're gonna have a chat to this courier right here, who is a cat. I'm streaming currently on Facebook Live and also Twitch at the same time using the Restream.
Hey there, little fella.
I might add,
talking to me?
I might add YouTube at some point in the future. So this dialogue system here, with the question marks, the exclamation mark, and the duck, that was actually an idea of, I think, Steve Purcell's. And what they found is LucasArts Adventure Games had a bit of a reputation for their comedy.
Maybe. Are you a cleverly disguised bonded city courier?
And what they found is,
Maybe.
you know,
Are you the
usually
freelance police?
what you were going to say was written
Yes,
out
but
there
don't
in
go
front of you.
blabbing it to everybody.
I think he's kind of cute, Sam. Can I make a tennis racket out of him?
Maybe later, Max. Right now, we've got a message from the commissioner to collect.
Oh, yeah, right.
And Steve Purcell's idea was basically to replace the dialogue options with symbols so that you wouldn't read the joke and ruin the punchline.
Sorry, guys. I swallowed your orders
Which
for
is a pretty
safekeeping.
clever idea, and it's another idea that LucasArts
Well, now I
used
can't
for
seem
pretty
to
much
hawk
all
them
their
back up.
subsequent adventure games. Now, he's got our message, he swallowed it. Now, I've got no idea how you would fix this if I hadn't played the game before, but because I've played it 1,000 times, I know that Max is an abusive little bunny, so let's use him.
I just love to turn this guy inside out.
Ooh, that gives me an idea.
According to these orders, something bizarre is happening at the carnival.
I thought that was the whole point.
Maybe we should check it out when we've got nothing better to do, like any time.
Sam Max was the first, or one of the first, to have full voice acting throughout the entirety of the game. And they used professional voice actors. Bill Farmer was one of them. I can't remember the other guy's name. There's a whole bunch of snuckies in the game, so like your generic, roadside diner sort of thing. And one great thing to do is this little mini games.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Max needs to go to the bathroom. Definitely need to click everything. That is one sort of, feature of adventure games is pixel hunting. That's one of the features that drives a lot of people mad. Let's use the duck option, which is usually like a non sequitur, sort of random little statement.
Hey, nice hat.
We all get one when we graduate Snucky U. But enough about me. What can I do for you?
I'd like to buy this.
Do you have any money?
Of course I do. Here.
Will that be all for you today?
I'll also take this crappy piece of bootleg merchandise.
Anything else?
My little buddy has to use the facilities.
It's a really great game.
Damn, I need a
I
bathroom.
recommend it, especially in
They're
a
in the
terrible
back.
rainy night
Here's
like
the
this. It's good to sit down.
Awfully
and
big rasp
just
attached
kick
to
back.
that keychain.
Yeah,
Not a toilet
go
paper?
down and save the last.
No,
yeah,
we
that's
just had
last
problems
chance for
with
me, I
thugs
think.
stealing our
Whatever
restroom
that song
keys.
is.
They're the cleanest in 9 counties.
The keys?
The restrooms.
You need some help, little buddy?
I think I can handle this myself, Sam.
Now, anything else I can do for you?
Nothing.
You have no idea how often I hear that.
So, in Sam and Matt, it's basically impossible to fail. One of the oh, I missed it. Damn it. The idea is you gotta talk to Max before he goes back in and returns the key.
I'd better get my little buddy first.
Here's your key back.
So Ron Gilbert, who was one of the lead designers at LucasArts, he created Maniac Mansion and Day of the Tentacle. And he was inspired, I guess, by all the Sierra adventure games. And the thing about Sierra was a lot
Oh,
of adventure
nice
games
and
were
blimey.
quite,
The idea.
games, there was a
So
score,
now what do we do?
blues.
Now we get in the bus and
Ron
look for
Gilbert
them, you
hated that.
idiots.
So his design principle for
I knew that.
LucasArts adventure games is always that you could not lose. There was no dead ends. There's no score. So as long as you play
Get
it
out
full
of
enough,
Mr.
you
Bumpy's
eventually
way,
get
you
through it.
partially clad varmints.
Who was that?
I don't know, but if it weren't for the carefree innocence of this carnival, I'd be breaking his kneecaps.
You're a demonic little imp, Max.
Stop!
Check this out, Jack. We're the freelance police. Here's our authorization to be here.
Now let us in before we replace you with a cheap renewable fuel source.
Let me run this by the boss. I guess you can go in.
So it's an adventure game.
Cannibals can be
This
dangerous
is,
to
you
your
know, the
head.
genre is an adventure game, which is kind of an ambiguous genre term. Like anything can be an adventure game these days, right?
That was needlessly cryptic.
But
I'd be peeing my pants
I
if
guess
I wore any.
it's sort of industry term for a game that usually doesn't have combat.
Everything
It's,
seems to be in order here.
solved through
Sam,
solving
look over there.
puzzles using finding various in-game items.
How dare you
Usually
call in
with
the
a
authorities without consulting me?
Predefined set of.
Well, I
predefined
tried
cast
talking
with
to
sort of
you,
set
but you were
personality.
off wallowing in your own
Not really in
self-pity.
RPG development like in The
Yeah,
Witcher
but-
or something like that.
It's them.
And they were often referred to as point-and-click adventure games, referencing
Hi,
the
I'm
mainly
Shep Cushman,
random,
and this
i.e.
is my
with the
brother
mouse,
Burl. Welcome to our carnival. What's left of it?
point-and-click
I'm Sam.
click
He's
term
Max.
sort of gives you an
We
idea
savagely
of when,
protect the rights of
when
innocence.
it appeared.
Even cruelly
click,
twisted
click,
ones
hey,
such as
everyone use
yourself.
a mouse like it was a
Selves.
brand new thing.
Whatever.
Well, you sound like just the guys to solve our little problem. Walk this way. See this melted block of ice?
How could we miss it?
This used to be our main attraction.
Your main attraction was a block of ice?
Don't be dense. Our main attraction was a genuine, authentic, real-life Bigfoot on ice.
Hey, let me get this straight. You want us to go traipsing all over the country looking for a soggy Bigfoot?
I've
Sam
never been
Max is
traipsing
pretty linear.
before. Does it hurt?
But I think it's got a lot of replay
But
value.
Bruno
I've
must
played
be
through it a whole
returned to
bunch
us.
of times just because of
He's
sort
a
of nostalgic
foolish,
value, I
ignorant
guess, as
beast
well. But
with
there's
no
a lot
sense
of
of
sort
right or
good little
wrong.
jokes in it.
Hey,
and
who
it is,
isn't?
you know, an enjoyable
Besides,
thing.
he's
You can knock
kidnapped
over
our
in a few
second
hours
main
if you're
attraction.
familiar with it.
Is that the block of ice?
No, it's Trixie, the giraffe neck girl from Scranton.
Or
She
similar
disappeared at the
price on
same
Steam.
time Bruno did.
We can only assume that the monster took her when he made his escape.
I guess Max and I could search for your missing freaks, but we'll need free run of the carnival to look for clues.
Yeah, and free corn dogs, so we can uke all over ourselves.
No problem. Here's an all-day free pass.
Leave everything to us, and we'll have those abominations of nature back in your protective care before you can read the Koran.
Didn't he fight Godzilla?
And the hand in the jar, that's right. Let's go explore the fairground. So just out here is one of the cool mini games in Sam Max. Whack-a-rat. Here we go. You do actually have to play this to get an item for the plot. Oh, that was awful. No one needs to see. Yay, winner.
I won something.
There was actually a sequel planned for this. It was announced in 2002, and unfortunately it was cancelled in 2004 at short notice. And the reason was that LucasArts, who were sort of financially struggling at the time, they got in some contractors who basically said that, sorry guys, the adventure game genre is dead.
Excuse us. We need some help, and although you seem dangerously unequipped brain-wise, we've come to you for advice.
Huh?
Me and my partner want to ride the Cone of Tragedy.
That's right, we've
And
lost
so,
our will to live.
yeah, so the sequel to Sam Max got sort of, you know, unceremoniously canned.
Strap
And
yourselves in, and I'll turn
Steve
off the
Purcell went and joined Telltale Games a few years later, where he went on to create a sort of episodic sequel. Unfortunately, just due to the sort of legal grey area around reusing assets that were owned by LucasArts, they pretty much had to ditch the entire game. And according to people who worked on the project, it was only, you know, a few months away from completion. So there is an incomplete, almost complete LucasArts Sam & Max follow-up just sitting somewhere in some database or some, you know, storage somewhere. Which is kind of tragic, I guess. Probably devastating.
Ooh, I feel tragically empty.
Me too. It's as though an integral part of my essence has been ripped from my being.
Let's do it again.
Maybe later, chum. Hey, what happened to my carefully collected box of useless junk?
That's awesome. Yeah, it's like a warehouse with all the LucasArts games. I think there is actually a reference to that warehouse in a LucasArts adventure. There's like some item that's critical to the game and it gets left there or something. I can't remember which game it was, so if anyone remembers, let me know.
Holy cripes on toast.
Nothing personal, but you're the single ugliest thing we've ever seen.
Well, there was that computer game developers conference.
Have you lost something?
I've lost a whole bunch of neat junk. You must have been gifted with psychic powers to make up for your obvious physical shortcomings.
Bad deal.
Have you got a claim ticket?
Well, no, but
Do you think we let just any dog-faced guy in a suit come in here and take stuff? Come back when
Forgot
you
to
got a
grab my
claim
plane
ticket.
ticket.
touchy.
So I think we're all sort of, I guess, retro games. I think adventure games have aged quite well.
Hey, Carney boy.
Just because they're really simple to control.
Where'd all my cool junk
They're,
go?
you know,
It must have fallen out of your coat while
the
you were on
graphics
the
are
run.
usually
Here's a
not
claim
integral
ticket.
to
Take it to the
gameplay.
lost and found.
So if you are looking to get into some retro games, I think that adventure games are a really great way to start. And LucasArts games are excellent because, like I said before, there's no way to sort of lose in them. You can just plug away at them and eventually you'll get it.
I still can't get over your incredible grotesqueness.
Have you lost something?
I've lost a whole bunch of neat junk.
Have you got a
Hey, Sonia.
claim ticket?
Sure.
Wait here while I search through the back room.
So I haven't played any of the follow-up episodic Sam and Max games that were released under by Telltale Games. So I'm not
I
sure
feel
what they're
whole
like,
again.
but I've heard they're pretty good. If anyone can recommend them, please do. Alright, so I'm just gonna go and try and get Sam to go to the toilet again.
It fits perfectly.
Oh, I got some bonus stuff.
It's a powerful refrigerator magnet that says World of Fish on its side. I wonder how that got in there. Hey, this means we can ride free all day.
Does it say anything about corn dogs, Sam?
Sorry, little buddy.
So the little mini games that you can pick up in all the Snuckies. One of them is like a battleship game. This one is like a colouring in game, and there's
I gotta go to the
bathroom. Sort of like a paper doll game. So these are great if you got some kids. You can just give them this and let them colour things in. It's just that LucasArts habit of having
I gotta go to the
little
bathroom.
mini games and everything. Alright, here we go. We're going to try and get the rasp again. Yeah, there's a battleship game, except it has like cars instead of ships. That line, you totaled my trailer.
You're awfully cheery for a minimum wage earner.
All Snucky U graduates have completed courses in excessive and unwarranted cheerfulness. But enough about me. What can I do for you?
I'd like to buy this.
Do you have any money?
Of course I do. Here.
Will that be all for you today?
That'll be all.
Anything else?
My little buddy has to use the facilities.
Here's the key.
You need some help, little buddy?
I think I can handle this myself, Sam.
Now, anything else I can do for you?
Nothing.
You have no idea how often I hear that.
Max! I'm filled with disgust and an odd sense of foreboding.
And?
I think we should keep the rasp.
You're probably right. No one deserves to use restrooms that clean.
Well, that's all.
So I'm just going to go check out that World of Fish with the character who's clearly a parody of Woody Allen.
I hear a distant rumbling.
You should have thought of that before we left.
So a common feature of adventure games like this throughout the 80s and 90s was the comedy. They were almost always comedy-driven games. Some of the adventure games did sort of delve into the drama and sci-fi realm, like Gabriel Knight and The Dig. But they were sort of famous for their comedy for the most part.
Weird.
Might have been a technical limitation, but
Hey, Bub.
Don't sneak up on me like that. My therapist says that any small shock could send me over the edge.
that is actually a tiny little hint of what you need to do later in the game.
What's the deal with that helicopter?
That helicopter is the bane of my existence. Every time I catch enough fish to fill a net, the helicopter swoops down and carries the fish to the Ball of Twine Diner in Central Dis, Minnesota.
How sad.
I know. It's like being stuck in a Norman Mailer novel.
What do you know about Bigfoots?
My great-aunt Lois married a Bigfoot. He used to shed all over Grandma Phyllis's upholstery.
Don't move.
Let's go and check out the diner. The soundtrack of this game is just great. I could listen to it all day.
Shake a leg, Max.
A whole bunch of the locations in the game, I don't know if I said this before, but they're based on places that Steve Purcell visited as a child on sort of family road trips. So there's one location called Frog Rock, and there was an actual Frog Rock that we visited, and you thought this looks nothing like a rock. And it's a central location in this game.
That's one long loose end.
Too bad we can't reach it
Giant
from this
ball
side
of
of the
twine
deck.
sort of
You
feels
always
like
need a large piece
every
of string in games like this.
giant random thing that you'll find in any regional area. The giant mango, etc. I love this guy. This is one of my favorite characters.
What you doing?
using my telekinetic powers to bend my tools.
Why?
To help me fix the rotating mechanism on this diner.
Well, that makes sense. What are these malformed tools good for?
Lots of things, like scratching those hard-to-reach places.
Every place is hard for me to reach.
Would you like a free sample?
Sure.
Let me make one for you. It's all yours.
Thanks. Well, bye. Now I can control the speed and direction of the diner via these mounted binoculars.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Maybe not.
Okay, I've lodged the magnifying lens in front of the mounted binoculars. I got to use this elevator.
This has to be, I think if you've read my top 100 that I posted on Medium over the past couple months, Sam & Max was in the top 10. This is definitely one of my favourite games of all time. I highly recommend it. Pick it up really cheap, it's quite easy to play. It does run in an emulator called ScumVN, which was designed to emulate initially Scum games, but eventually it incorporated support for other adventure games from the sort of 90s era. But if you need help setting it up, if you do get it, let me know. There's a few little quirks that can help it run a bit better. It's such an old game.
That did the trick. It's kind of wobbly in here. Hey, Max, come here.
Here I come.
One must admire the skill with which the wily uber trout stalks its prey.
This is one of the 10 most liberating experiences of my life, Sam.
There's actually a Canberra
Holy
winery
mackerel.
called Wiley Trout
I'm a trout,
Winery.
stupid.
And
Holy
every time I
trout.
see it, I think
I
of
always
the
thought you were
Wiley
made
Uber
of
Trout from
plaster.
Sam & Max. See you later, not Woody Allen.
Now what do we do, Sam?
I'm thinking. What's that noise?
It sounds like you do when you've eaten too much Thai food, Sam.
Anyway, so we're probably going to wrap it up there. Watch Sam & Max take the helicopter to the Ball of Twine. But thanks everyone for watching again tonight. If you're looking to get into adventure games, this is an excellent one. There's plenty of good hints in the manual as well if you get stuck in a few puzzles. Also recommend basically any of the other LucasArts adventure games, especially Day of the Tentacle. And if you're in for something that's a bit more of a sci-fi experience, The Dig is excellent. The Dig was actually, I think, produced by Steven Spielberg. So George Lucas calling in favors for his game development company. Don't forget, I've got a Unreal Tournament 99 server going right now. So if you get Unreal Tournament and you want to play online with some friends, check it out. There's a server called The Game Show. It's hosted in Sydney, so you should get a nice sub-50s ping. And hit me up. I can customize the level
I
list
told you I had a plan.
And don't forget to keep an eye on my posts. I'll be putting forward another few games.
Hey, Max,
To,
I got another plan.
I think I liked you better when you were clueless.
Shut up and climb over the rail.
The Dig, D-I-G, is excellent. It's an excellent game. But yeah, if you've got any ideas for what you want to see me
See,
stream
that
next
wasn't so
time,
bad.
What are you two doing out
let me
here?
know. Otherwise, keep an eye on my
Any more
posts.
bright
and
ideas?
I'll put forward a few options.
Let's start crying like babies.
Hey, Corey, no worries.
Galileo was wrong.
I don't think we were in a vacuum, Max.
Hey, how will we get our car back?
Wait for it.
So yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks for watching. And I might look at chucking up all these recordings on a YouTube channel or something in the near future, so you can go back and watch any of the ones you missed. And yeah, thanks for sharing. Anyone that sort of shared these videos. Tell your friends if you like it. And I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.